V represents valor. I came across the concept of valor after considering what it was about an executive leader I worked with that always impressed me. I tried to pinpoint the trait that he had that seemed to captivate and inspire others in a way I'd never seen anyone do before. It was a long journey of observing him, learning from him, and deep personal introspection as to how could I be more like him. Too long of a story to share with you here, but the outcome of this experience is what brought me to the importance of valor in leadership. During my time working with him, I observed in action over and over him engaging with various teams that he supported. I visited one-on-one with his direct reports, and I facilitated town halls with larger groups of his employees. The word I kept coming to when I was thinking of how do I describe who he was as a leader was courage, as he truly was a courageous leader. One who truly listened to insights and feedback from the greater teams he led, and he courageously made the phone calls, asked the questions that needed to be asked, and dug deep to uncover what was causing his employees' angst. As time went by, I kept reconsidering if courageous was really a strong enough word to describe who he was as a leader. Then while listening to a podcast one day, I kept hearing the speaker reference courage and valor together. Like most people, I assumed both words meant the same thing. So I started researching and learning more about valor, and immediately the stars aligned as I realized I finally had the word that clearly defined how this man showed up. I understood what it was about this amazing leader that set him apart, what trait it was that had everyone he interacted with hold him in such high esteem. Yes, you guessed where I'm going with this one. The trait was valor. Valor is basically courage on steroids. Courage shows up when we stand up, push forward, raise attention to something that isn't right by pushing past our internal fears that would typically hold us back from doing so. Valor takes courage to the next level. It shows up when we take a stand, knowing that the battle line or the side we align with might impact our job, our position, or have some other type of backlash against us as a person. In the U.S. Armed Forces, the Medal of Honor is awarded to recognize American soldiers who have distinguished themselves by acts of valor, and decorations for valor are awarded to those who commit an act of courage above the requirements of duty and honor. Yes, my friends, to me, valor is amped up courage. It represents strength and fortitude to stand up against personal odds. Leaders of change need to lead with courage, but will need the determination valor brings with it to continue forward in the righteous cause. Now my invite, the what, to help us more fully establish this trait deep within us is to identify times in any given day where we can dial up or amp up our courage, even if it's just a notch at a time. Let's look at a few examples of courage versus valor in the workplace to help you understand where I'm going with this. It takes courage to step up in defense of someone being wrong. It takes valor to check back in, follow back up with the person who is wrong to see how they're doing the next day and the day after, and even build and pull a friendship of support clear through to truly make a difference in their life. For some, it might take courage to join an LGBTQ employee resource group as an ally. It takes valor to show up week after week, open-minded, intentionally seeking truth that may be contrary to your own personal beliefs. It takes courage to look in the mirror before casting judgment on another. It takes valor to approach someone you've wronged or talked about, whether the person knew of your error or not, and apologize for your inconsiderate behavior and commit to never saying something again that might bring them harm. It takes courage to expand your social circle to include someone different than you. It takes valor to continue to do this day after day until your circle represents people from all walks of life. Let's try one for people leaders. How's this? It takes courage to reach out to those you manage and ask for specific feedback on how you can be a better manager. It takes valor to graciously thank the employee for their confidence, to share their feedback. It takes valor to mention in front of all the team during your next team meeting how you appreciated the same employee sharing their concerns with you, and then explain how you're going to adapt how you do what you do or say what you do to become a better leader for all of them. And it takes valor to follow through on those commitments. So let's look at the how. Well, we know it takes courage to stand up and speak about the need for a change in your company's culture. It takes valor to become the disruptor for change. A person of valor is someone determined to do whatever it takes to do right and stand by what's right. They are heroic in their courage. They are strong and determined men and women who never back down from a challenge. These mighty men and women are filled with passion, always striving to be the best they can be. They are an inspiration to all who know them and are a force to be reckoned with.